Work from home and the ongoing pandemic has moved many employees to relocate and to areas far from the workplace where the cost of living is lower. And you've seen some companies say, I should take advantage of that. You know, if I had hired you in Texas in the beginning, I wouldn't have paid that salary. I paid that salary because we were in San Francisco and that's where you lived. So this opportunity for the workforce has opened up a robust conversation with business leaders and HR leaders about salaries, pay scales, and compensation. So should pay scales, here's one for you, should pay scales be based on where employees live or where the business is headquartered? And the follow-up to that is, should companies make pay scale adjustments for those that live in lower cost areas? Now, let me say this. We've always done this. We ask this like it's a new question. We've absolutely always done this. When you say, well, you're going to move to New York from Florida, you typically ask for an increase even if it's for the same job because we acknowledge the cost of living. Everyone pretends like this is a new conversation. Maybe it's not so new. I see you smiling again, April. What do you say?
I smile because it is, I would agree with you 100%, Johnny. It's not a new conversation. I think now, because we've got the issue of forced remote work for so many who were not essential businesses, I think there are some who are now taking a different look at this. Do we pay people differently? I hate to sound like an attorney because I'm not, but it depends. Honestly, it depends. My husband is an attorney and he works for a national law firm. And yeah, based on where you live, there's going to be some adjustment to your compensation. But I do think this, and I feel this anecdotally, if I could share this story, I work from home now and my two children are doing remote work learning. And I have another son who is there back from college and my husband is home. And while we don't have the same wear and tear on our car, the gas bill has gone down, dry cleaning is almost non-existent. I mean, we do bother to put on decent shirts, but that's about it. That's about it. So that has been really great. But we've seen financial increases in places we didn't expect to see it. We now have to make trips to the dumpster because we just have so much trash because everybody's there all day long. Our grocery bill went up exponentially because school lunch is no longer there and everyone's snacking and eating. The one thing that took me by surprise was our utility bills. I called the water company thinking we had a leak. We can't possibly be using this much water, but everyone's there washing their hands, washing food, washing. So we've had, the dogs before where no one was there. The dogs are there now. So their muddy paws are everywhere. So we're having to clean the floors, clean out. So we have our expenses shifted. So I do think that that's got to factor in when you're thinking people are working remotely, therefore. I do think that there are some organizations, if you don't have everybody coming into the office, you are saving money just in that. There, all of the equipment that was being taxed and used, the toner that was disappearing, the coffee you had to buy, all of those things are no longer there for the organization. Those expenses have shifted to the individual employee. So I think you have to recalibrate that, that approach to thinking that because they work remote, there must be a difference. I do think that geographically, there is a difference, yes.